What is up, guys? DLE Kamel here, and today we have a Duel Links video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, right? Since the information comes out, and we're here because the Duel Links maintenance, oddly at the same time as the Master Duel maintenance, at this time we have Duel Links news, is the leaks for the main box Maximum Gustav. So this is the main box that is going to be releasing beside the character Anna Kaboom. She has the Train, the Super Dreadnought archetype, and so a lot of her cards are going to be in this pack. So something I want to note before we even get into the cards, it does appear that not everything is listed here. Alright boys, I am back after I have rendered my other video on this, but I'm just going to slip this in there probably at the beginning to let you guys know that the card pool was updated. So anything that you hear me say later in the video, just keep in fact that I did see this stuff afterwards, but we're going to talk about this stuff and then we'll let you watch the rest. So, most notably, there were some cards added, and now there are Flying Pegasus, Railroad Stampede, Earth Machine level 4. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one Earth Machine in your monster in your graveyard, except this special summon in defense but negate its effects. You can target one other face-up monster you control. The level of that monster or this card becomes the level of the other. Okay. You cannot declare attacks and turn you activate this effect except with Xyz monsters. So boom. That is how you're changing your levels from 4 to 10. That's how you're getting out 2 level 4 monsters, or, you know, just one or the other. This will special summon the Earth of the other level, then you can modulate the levels to copy each other. Insane. Now we know how you're making your rank 10s. Although, I will say, another problem is all we have are Gustav Max and the other guy, and they don't seem like the craziest monsters. It's just like deal 1,000 once per turn. So we'll have to see if they get anything else. Next, we also have Manju of the 10,000 hands. Now, this card has been awaiting release forever in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. It's absolutely insane. When this card is normal flips, when you can add one ritual monster or ritual spell, it's Sonic Bird and Senju of 10,000 hands in one monster. Manju of 10,000 hands can get you either of them, and this is going to drastically improve the power of ritual decks. Now they don't have to choose between Sonic Bird or you know, Senju. Now they can just play Manju or play a couple more, and that'll be some more copies. Absolutely nuts. Nekroz is definitely going to be making some use of this, as so are decks like Megalith. I don't know so much about these Keeper of Armageddons. They're kind of garbage. Next, we have Fiendish Rhino Warrior. And this says, Fiend monsters you control except Fiendish Rhino Warrior cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one Fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard except Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Fiend cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So I don't know what Fiends we're using in Duel Links right now, but hey, they're going to be protected. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send a Fiend from your deck to the grave. So I mean, it's definitely going to be good for, you know, graveyard decks. You're going to be able to fill up your graveyard right away, but a lot of Fiend decks, they're like these dark decks, they're usually zombies that have those graveyard effects, not Fiends. So let me know what you guys are using, what Fiends you are using this with, what you're trying to protect. I know very clearly there's something that I'm missing there with the Fiends and the Rhino, but let me know what you come up with, dude. This is a pretty good Fiend support card, indestructible by battle and card effects. Looking like we're also going to be getting Metalfoes Fusion. You should summon one Metalfoes Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle it into the deck, then draw one card. Pretty nice. You could even do that the same turn that you use this for the fusion. And this is just basic polymerization, dude. It's just polymerization, and then you can shuffle it back into the deck and draw one card. That's all it is. Fusion from the hand or field as fusion materials. So Metalfoes Fusion is it's kind of like whatever, dude. It's okay. You get another card. Nothing to write home about in my opinion, but pretty good nonetheless. And then it looks like Soul Taker and Red Eyes Fang with Chain will also be reprinted in this box, along with Meteor Black Comet Dragon. I forgot to read this before. If this card is fusion summoned, you can send one Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack of that monster. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can target one normal monster from your graveyard and special summon it. Probably going to be always wanting to go for that red-ass Gemini monster that can wipe the board. Definitely always going to want to float into that. Nothing too crazy. You're going to be burning people for like a quarter of the original attack, because this is half, and this is a regular printed card. So effect damage card in Duel Links, yeah, Keck W, brother. Red Ash Flare Metal Dragon also getting reprinted here. And I believe those are all the new cards for now. Enjoy the rest of the video, guys. We're going to talk about some of the key stuff here, and then we're going to refresh every now and then, see if there's any more updated information. So first, we're going to go over the Super Dreadnought cards themselves. So there are a couple ones. The main ones being this Xyz monster, number 81, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Supadora. This is a Earth rank 10 machine, 2 level 10s. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster in the field. That target is unaffected by card effects, except its own until the end phase. Now, wow. If you are able to make this beside one of your other level 10 Super Dreadnought Xyz, this is really going to make the difference. Quick effect, making a card untargetable. There's nothing like this in Duel Links, so this is definitely going to have its own unique kind of place in the meta, but it all ultimately relies on you having another rank 10, or let's just say another monster that you have that will be worth protecting from effects, right? This card is very nice, but it's ultimately just a defensive card for your really big pop-off card. And as we know, we can look up here, Gustav Max is, it's nice, but it's not really a super pop-off card, right? It is rank 10, you detach, and you will inflict 1,000 damage. It's good, but it's not groundbreaking. So let's see what else we got. Down here, we do have the number 27 Dreadnought Dreadnoid. Now, the Super Dreadnought, or I don't think this, you could say this is a part of that archetype, but this train archetype does have access to level rank 4s and rank 10 monsters. So I'm assuming you're going to be playing this if you're playing the trains. At the end of the battle phase, if this card destroyed the opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon from your extra deck one rank 10 or higher machine Xyz monster by using this face-up card to control as material. It's an Xyz summon. You can only use this effect once per turn. If this face-up card in the field will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach one instead. So, in order for you to really get the value off of making this rank 4 Xyz monster, you then have to destroy a monster by battle with this 2200 beater, and then it can do a rank up Xyz changer after that. So the only thing I'm worried about here is, dude, just how the heck are you going to be destroying anything at 2200 after you make a rank up play to get this effect? This is definitely a going second card, not something you're going to even want to make turn 1. Of course, it does have a protection effect, which is nice, but that's not going to do you so much good if, you know, you're having trouble getting over stuff as 2200. But yes, it being able to bring out the Gustav Max or the Rail Cannon is very nice. Even if you can just make like a Super Dreadnought, excuse me, a Gustav Max, you can then rank this up into the Super Dreadnought to protect it, which will be nice. Okay, over here we've got Super Express Bullet Train. This is an effect monster, level 10 Earth. Cannot declare an attack unless you send 2 other cards you control to the graveyard. You can only use each of these effects of Super Express Bullet Train once per turn. If all monsters you control are Earth, you can special summon this card from your hand. Very nice. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can target one machine monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So this is an insane combo starter, combo extender for the train archetype. You're going to just special summon this as long as you have one other Earth monster, which is going to be a train. You can special summon it right out onto the field, and then if you detach this for a material, which is always what you're going to want to do, you're always going to want to detach Super Express Bullet Train so you can get more machines back from your graveyard. This is pretty nice. You just can't add itself back, which, you know, which is expected. But dude, this is an amazing effect monster for the train archetype. But we need to see some train Xyz, man. Where's the good train Xyz? We're getting Gustav Max. I can't really say we're getting Libe because I feel like if we were getting Libe, the rank 11, it would be in, you know, it would be in these leaks right here. And I don't know, dude. It's just not here. There's a lot of things missing from this. These leaks are they're kind of fishy, you know. I mean, I'm not saying they're fake or anything, but there's definitely cards that would be in a main box, right? Maximum Gustav, the Gustav card that is not here. Right. Next, I think this is the last train card that we have on our screen. This is another effect monster, level 10, Heavy Freight Train Derricrane. If an Earth Machine monster is normal or special summoned to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand, but its original attack and defense become half. You can only use the effect once per turn if this card is detached from an Xyz monster and sent to the graveyard. To activate that monster's effect, you can target one card your opponent controls. Destroy it. Wow. So trains actually have two amazing effect monsters to make their rank 10 Xyz monsters with. So where this card says you can only summon this if you control another Earth Machine, and this card, Derricrane, says if an Earth Machine is normal or special summoned, you can special summon this card. There is now an issue, right? Both of these cards are amazing. However, neither of them can start the summon chain. Derricrane has to follow up the summon of something else. In Bullet Train, you have to control an Earth Machine in order to bring it out. So you're gonna need like a level 4 Earth Machine Dreadnought, dude. Like, what Dreadnoughts are gonna do that? Rank 4s? I mean, what is this guy called? Is there a way? Heavy Freight Train. So train. We need some rank 4 trains, dude. Boom. Express Train Trolley Ollie. If an Xyz monster that was summoned using this card. Okay, so this is going to be one of your normal summons for sure. I guess so. It's an event card. If an Xyz summon gains 800. Yeah, you're definitely going to need that on your on your number 27 to boost it up to 3,000 attack points, or else it's not going to be killing much of anything. So Trolley Ollie will be able to actually start up the summons for your rank 10s. This is actually works very well because in Duel Links, you know, you're going to be using all 3 of your monster zones. You summon the Trolley Ollie, then you've got your space for your 2 rank 10s to come out after that. And yeah, dude, that looks like that's like the only level 4 train. All right, see you later. Trains. It's looking good for this archetype right now. I just need to see if they're going to bring out anything besides the Gustav Max 3000 Dreadnought. I gotta say, it's pretty respectable, to be honest. Let's see what else we've got in here. The next big thing that I noticed is Nekroz. Now, there are not many new Nekroz cards, but Nekroz of Trishula was something that was noticeably missing from the big Nekroz box that came out a few months ago. This one says you can ritual summon this card with any Nekroz ritual spell. Must be ritual summoned without using any level 9 monsters. Once per turn, using each of these effects of Nekroz with Trishula once per turn. When a card or effect is activated that targets a Nekroz monster you control, quick effect, you can discard this card, negate the activation. Wow. When this card is ritual summoned, you can banish exactly 3 of your opponent's cards. 1 from each of their hand, field, and graveyard. So yeah, this is the card that a lot of people feel like we should have gotten with the original Nekroz box that came out. However, of course, you guys know in typical Konami fashion, they time-gated it to get you to spend more money on this box. If you don't like trains, you're still locked to buying it if you want Nekroz. Now, this card does have a pretty sick effect. There are not too many hand trap negates, dude. This is a hand trap, actually. Any Nekroz monster on your field, Trishula, this is, you know, even going to be able to protect a Trishula. So if you have your Nekroz of Biotic, Nekroz of Trishula, and if your other ones on the field, maybe you're putting up a last line of defense, which sometimes with the Trishula deck is pretty common. You brick, you're only left on 1 monster, and your opponent gets rid of it. The Trishula can now negate it from the hand, give you another turn. But of course, a negate is just always better to have, so you know you can play through your opponent's stuff and stop them from just running you over with their strategy. And its banishing effect is very, very good. Although it's only 1 from each place, it is pretty versatile. So you're able to shut your opponent down no matter what kind of deck that they are playing. And you being able to banish from their hand, if you're going first, it's going to give you a little insight to their strategy. Although, you know, you're really not going to be running to ritual summon this guy going first. You're really going to miss out on how many cards you can banish. You'll only be able to banish one. So this is definitely a going second ritual monster. Almost called him an Xyz there. Other stuff for Nekroz, dude. I don't see any other Nekroz stuff over here. And yeah, there's no other Nekroz stuff. Okay, so next we're going to go to the next archetype, which is Metalfoes. Metalfoes are a pendulum, link, and normal monster archetype. And I've seen some of them play in Master Duel, but I'm not too sure what they're about. But now they are in Duel Links. At least they're normal pendulum monsters and a couple fusions. So let's see what they do. First, these little pendulum guys, they once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, set a Metalfoes spell trap directly from your deck. Nani, set a Metalfoes spell trap. You guys are going to have to let me know if that allows you to set a pendulum scale. I don't think that it does. And this one has the same effect. Right? Yes. Set one Metalfoes spell trap. Okay, kind of weird, champ. And then what do these guys do? What? Set a Metalfoes spell trap. Okay. So I guess these guys are going to work very well with the Odd Eyes cards. You can target another face-up card you control, destroy it, and you're setting Metalfoes spells and traps. Alright, dude. Look, you guys are definitely going to have to tell me if you can set Metalfoes, you can set these guys as pendulum scales. That would be very interesting. Now, these fusions, let's read them, because these are the only thing that's going to make these little normal monsters matter. You've got full Metalfoes Alcahest. This is a psychic fusion. Must be fusion summoned once per turn during your opponent's turn. Quick effect. You can target one effect monster on the field. Equip that target to this card. This card gains defense equal to the combined original attack of the monsters equipped but to it by this effect. You can use monsters you control equipped to this card you control as materials for the fusion summon of a Metalfoes fusion monster. Okay. So I'm thinking this. Okay, so once per turn, only during your opponent's, you can target one effect monster. I am assuming this allows you to target your opponent's monsters and take them, and then it gains defense. Only gains defense. It does not gain attack. It's going to be at 0 attack the entire time, and then you can only use the monsters that you equip, that you control, that are equipped to this card as a fusion material. So even if you're on your opponent's turn and you activate this effect, it may be better to choose one of your own monsters so that you can use it for the summon, but the monster does have to affect the monster on the field. So I think just for the interruption's sake, it's going to be always better to target your opponent's monster if you can. Don't beat me up if you can't target your opponent's monster. That's a pretty good effect, though. Metalfoes Mythrillium. This is a level 6 psychic, requires a Metalfoes and a pendulum monster. You can target 2 Metalfoes cards in your graveyard and 1 card on the field. Shuffle those targets from the graveyard into the deck, and if you do, return the target on the field to the hand. You can only use this effect of Metalfoes Mythrillium once per turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Metalfoes pendulum monster from your graveyard or face up extra deck. And it's kind of like just whatever, dude, because like what Metalfoes do we have in Duel Links right now? Like, we don't have any Metalfoes in Duel Links. These are the first ones. And this guy is telling me you can special summon a Metalfoes pendulum monster. Why in God's name would I want to special summon one of these guys? Oh, because these guys are 2400? That's why? I don't know too much about that. 2700 beater is nice, whatever, but I'm just not seeing it come together. This deck is definitely not all together right now. This is just like the little fledgling bit of support that they're giving us right now, so I definitely wouldn't look forward to playing this whatsoever. Maybe I'm overlooking something, but I just don't see it happening. So it also looks like we got the Demise retrain cards, the like second forms of these ritual monsters. We do have the first versions of them, I believe, in the game. There are, yes, he is from Infernity Destruction. They're reminding you just how he is a ultra rare card, and now this guy's likely going to be, I'm calling it's probably going to be an ultra rare as well, or super rare. And they're giving us a couple more ritual cards to go with this, as well as the Ruin Supreme Queen. These guys are pretty popular in Master Duel since there's a scenario off of them, but they're not too interesting, to be honest. And there are just a lot of little cheese cards in here. Not too sure what some of this other stuff does. Pendulum Rising. This is like a Pendulum support card. Summon one monster you control to graveyard special summon from your deck. One Pendulum monster with the same level as the sent monster's original name, but destroyed during the end phase. Wow, this is actually going to be pretty good for Odd Eyes. Some really versatile plays that you can make there. There are also Metal Formation. Okay. Gain 300 attack. And oh wow! All Metalfoes monsters you control gain 300, while Metalfoes monsters in your Pendulum Zone, Metalfoes monsters you control, except effects, are unaffected by your opponent's card effects. Except effect monster Metalfoes. So only my normal monster Metalfoes, the 2400 beaters, that affected? Okay, dude. Whatever. Okay, dude. I've had enough of that. There's also some Metalfoes cards in this box. It has been a long time since we got some Metalfoes support. We've got Metalfoes Decoy Dragon here. This is a Pendulum monster. Pendulum effect: when your monster is targeted for an attack, you can target one of your Metalfoes monsters that is banished or in the graveyard. Banish this card, and if you do, special summon that monster in attack position once per turn. Very, very nice. When your monster is targeted for an attack, you can target one of your Metalfoes monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. Banish this card, and if you do, special summon that monster in attack position. During the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, you can special summon this banished card. Wow, so it's not removal, but it is pretty able to like defend your life points and bring out exactly what you need in a certain situation. It's going to be extremely good again while you have Metalfoes Dimension out. But even if you don't have Metalfoes Dimension onto the field, having this card with you is just going to be able to help you play so much easier. That's a big problem Metalfoes have, even though they are pretty good at playing without their Banish Trap. Metalfoes Decoy Dragon will just make it so that they're always going to be able to cycle their resources infinitely better than their opponent, even if they don't have removal chained up. So Decoy Dragon, I definitely think that's going to be a UR in this box. We've also got Metalfoes Ascension. Discard a card, draw a card, banish a Metalfoes monster from your deck. If this card is banished, add a Metalfoes card from your deck to your hand. Alright, I mean, I don't think you're going to play that, dude. The only trap you really want to see is Dimension. Dude, there's some second cards. Whatever, there's second cards. Card spell truck when your opponent controls. Destroy that target. You must control 3 Ring of Beasts. No thanks, brother. Princess Cologne. Rank 4. When this card is indeed summoned, you can target one Box of Friends. Oh no, this is probably some cheesy free-to-play deck. Sorry guys, I'm not going to read that. You're going to have to tell me that's going to be pretty good. But hey, Metalfoes Horus is here. Okay. Level 6 Synchro. If this card is Synchro summoned, you can activate the appropriate effect depending on the non-tutor monsters used as Synchro material. Normal monster, this face-up card is unaffected by other artifacts this turn. Effect monster, you can target one face-up card on the field, negate that target's effects. Pendulum monster, your opponent chooses one monster they control and gives you control of it to you, but it cannot attack this turn. What the heck? So if you use the new Pendulum Metalfoes Decoy Dragon to summon this as a level 2, so you'd have to have a level 4 tuner. You could just your opponent has to give you a monster. They have to donate a monster to you, and depending on the non-tuner monsters, right? So you will be using a level 4 tuner with the Metalfoes Decoy Dragon if you do want to bring out the Pendulum effect. But oh my, so wow! But also, can you use more than one non-tuner? And it looks like you can. So if you were to use a lower level tuner and instead use a normal monster and a pendulum monster, or a normal monster and an effect monster, you would get both of those effects. Wow, this is a pretty versatile synchro. I'm just not sure how much of the Metalfoes deck can make use of it. Normal decks, what they're going to do is they're going to use the effect monster effect. One face-up card in the field's effects are negated. That's what Metalfoes Horus's widespread effect usage is going to be, I think. But dang, dude, Metalfoes just got a really versatile card. I like it. All right, dude. I think that is going to be it for this box leak review. Let me know if there's anything of note that I missed. But guys, I really don't think I did. There's a lot of messy cheese and stuff in here. It doesn't look like that there's a whole lot of amazing stuff. There's definitely cards missing from this list. So I'm interested to see when this box actually gets announced and what is added to it down the line. We've also got some skills for Anna Kaboom to talk about later. So that's it for me guys. Peace out. Let me know how excited you are about the new box.